Hello kids. Yes. So welcome back to your science lecture, and we are seeing a very important topic, which is water and its properties. So now let us move further and see one more process in this water purification which we were studying. So the next process is of filtration. Yes, so we filter things to remove impurities. Like we have seen that their mother will filter the tea. So you can see that the tea leaves are on the upper side. Yes, and our tea is poured into the cup. So now let us see the process in deep. So filtration, in this process, water with its impurities is passed through a filter paper in a funnel. Okay, so in the picture you can see white color filter paper is there. Yes. So this white paper, filter paper, it is known as filter paper. It is kept in the funnel, and then impure water is allowed to pass through it. So what will happen? Pure water will go inside the container and impurities will remain on the filter paper. So insoluble impurities get stuck on the filter paper and clean water gets collected in a beaker kept under the funnel. So insoluble impurities, where will it go? It will remain on the filter paper, and the clear water, it will go in the container which is kept below the funnel. Okay, then almost all insoluble impurities are easily removed by the process of filtration. To remove soluble impurities, we can follow any one or a combination of the following processes. Okay, so you can see here there is a funnel, there is a filter paper, then the solid residue means the insoluble solid is present in the filter paper, and the clean water, which is known as the filtrate, it is collected below in the container. Yes. Okay, so now one more process is there to separate the waste from the water. It is boiling. So what happened? Soluble substances such as salt and sugar can be easily separated from water by the process of boiling. So now we were seeing about insoluble substances. Now we are talking about soluble substances. Soluble substances means the substances which get mixed with the water, like the salt and the sugar. So these can be separated by boiling. If we boil the water, then the soluble substances will get separated and we can get clear water. Okay, so how is this process taking place? Let us see. The solution of salt or sugar is allowed to boil till water changes to vapor. Once the water changes to vapor, salt or sugar crystals are left behind. This process, water is lost. In this process, what happened? Lots of water is lost. Okay. Distillation is therefore a better process to remove soluble impurities. Okay, so boiling is a method. But what is the disadvantage of boiling process? In boiling process, lots of water is wasted. Yes, because the water will convert into water vapor, and then only we can get salt and water crystals which are left behind. You can see in the picture, when the water is boiled, water is converted into water vapor, and then we can get the salt or sugar crystals which are situated below in the beaker. Yes, but in this process a lot of water is being lost. Yes, we have waste of water in this. So we use another process which is known as distillation. So let us see what is this process of distillation. So you can see in the figure, there is a arrangement done for the process of distillation. There is a conical flask to which the thermometer is attached. Okay, this is known as distillation flask. To the distillation flask, the thermometer is attached. Then one condenser is attached, and then we have a beaker. Okay, so now let us see how this process takes place. This is a new and an important process which you have to study. So now let us see. Okay, so in distillation, water is boiled and is changed to vapor and rises up. Okay, so you can see in the distillation flask, water is there which consists of the soluble impurities like salt and sugar. So we are heating the water, then what will happen? Obviously, water vapor will come. So water vapor will go in this part of the distillation flask. Then what will happen? Let us see. All the impurities are left behind. Water vapor is then collected by the condenser. The condensed vapor is called distilled water. It is pure water and does not contain salt and other impurities. Okay, so what happens is when we will heat the water vapor will be generated. But the soluble impurities will remain in the distillation flask only, but the pure water it is converted into vapor. So then it will go in the condenser and again the water vapor will be converted into water and it will be collected into this flask. Okay, let us see this process. Can you see here what is happening? Yes. So you can see that the distillation flask is consisting of water. We are providing heat. Then water is converted into water vapor and water is condensed. See, slowly water is condensed. And again, what happens in condensation? Yes, water vapor is converted into water. So we will get here in this flask, we will get what? Pure water. Yes, and the salt and sugar will remain in the distillation flask only. Okay, distillation is better than boiling because water does not get wasted in this process while separating soluble impurities. Distillation gives us the purest form of water, which is known as the distilled water. So the water which we get through the process of distillation is known as the distilled water. It has no germs and no impurities. Distilled water is also used in cars and inverter batteries, in laboratories also to do experiments and also in medicines. Okay, children, so this was a different process. I hope you all understood, and rest of the chapter we will continue in our next lecture. Bye bye.